Battlefield 6 has around 60 weapons now, and that's a lot of weapons to choose from. However, to be completely real with you, some of them are better than others, and in today's video, we'll be going over weapons you might want to consider picking something else. Disclaimer, of course, you can use any weapon you want, but I'll give you guys recommendations for a weapon that does a similar thing, but just a little bit better. Our first weapon up is a weapon that is definitely pretty good, but it has a major drawback, and that is the GRTBC. Now, this is a really nice carbine with a decent rate of fire, decent recoil, decent muzzle velocity. It doesn't have the best time to kill in the entire game or anything, but the time to kill is perfectly fine. But at that range, I was actually getting a 5-shot kill, which is the big drawback of this gun. So it has 830 RPM, which is good. However, the 4-shot kill range is only 10 meters instead of 20 meters like every assault rifle in the game. Now, you might think, though, this is a carbine. It's going to have a faster rate of fire than an assault rifle. But the issue is a certain weapon just got a... What are you doing? Just got a massive buff and became one of the best weapons in the game, that being the M433, which has double the 4-shot kill range, over double the 5-shot kill range, and a higher muzzle velocity and the same rate of fire at 830 rounds a minute. So this gun is definitely not bad by any means. If you like this gun, go ahead and use it, but I'm not gonna lie, if you're using this gun right now and you really like it, check out the M433 because that gun just got a massive buff. This thing is still decent, but... No, dude, if I had the M4, I would have gotten the 4-shot there. The range on the M4 is just like, you know, twice as good. Next up, we have a very, very controversial pick I'm about to make, and this is going to be a crazy thing to say, but I'm gonna say the NVO. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the NVO is still one of my favorite guns. It's one of my highest level guns, but I'll tell you why. Basically, in the most recent update, they changed the spread values on a lot of weapons. Most of them were positive changes, but they weren't all positive. Some of them were actually kind of more negative changes, like more spread. Surprisingly, the NVO was one of those weapons, but its counterpart in the carbine section, the M417. If you watch my most recent video, you'll know that the M417 just got a lot better spread, but this one kind of got worse. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the gun is still really good, but if you're trying to play a more medium range role, you should not be using this. You should be using the M417, in my opinion. Next up, we have one of the most tragic changes of this update, which is the SL9, man. Is the SL9 a bad gun? No, but I think it went down, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm very sad about it, because essentially what they did with this update is they buffed guns like the MP5 that were already extremely popular, but for some reason they nerfed the spread on the SL9. And now the SL9 and the MP5 for spread are not even that far off. And the SL9 has the same range as the MP5, but it has about 140 less RPM, which is not very good. Is the SL9 a bad weapon? No, it still has the 60-round mag. It still can run a suppressor really well. It's still very accurate. It's just not as accurate, and I don't know why, because, like, at the end of the day, man, this gun does not have the best time to kill. I'd still recommend it heavily over something like the AK-25 because it does way more damage, but at the end of the day, man, this gun wasn't the best weapon in the game, and they nerfed it, and I'm kind of sad about that, you know? But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Have a nice day.